Mic check.
Uh, yeah, mic check.
The tingles.
Hello? Hello?
Mhm. Yeah.
Mhm.
I love it. We hear
No
you in
silver.
Discord.
Yeah, I hear you.
Silver's been dead this whole time. He's been a ghost. Uh-huh. Uh, okay, that's a little weird. Hi guys, how you doing? I guff. Guff happens. Yeah.
This is part of the experience. Welcome to episode 1.
Okay, Hobbs hears us, but Mhm. Oh, nice, nice. Well, this is what you get for going to the Pudor dimension. So, mm,
This-
aw.
the weirdest DM session ever. What would be a session of D&D like if you could only hear the players? It's like listening to only one side of a phone conversation and trying to piece it together.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Hmm,
say the dumbest thing ever because I have to do this sometimes. Have you
uh,
deleted the source and added
hi.
it again?
Hi, guys. I'm Silver. I'm the DM. Hold on. Let me put these veggie dog wieners in my... Oh, God. There's mustard everywhere. I spilled my juice.
No, you had to add a burp in there somewhere.
Uh, uh,
Soundboard burp?
that... Uh-huh.
Fuck.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll keep everybody entertained then while you're gone.
But he's if he's
I mean,
hosting,
chat's still gonna be
that's fair.
chat. Yeah, 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 yeah. This is fucking. God damn it! God damn it, Peter. Listen, listen. We'll just we'll just get like I'll get them a technical difficulty thing to watch and you know you could reboot your computer. Oh my god. Just remove your microphone input and re-add it.
Yeah, I've had to do
Yeah.
that a couple times.
Yeah.
So OBS fucking hates your existence. That's why.
Mhm.
Yeah. How? Thank you for the 100 points. The 100 biddies. Thank you, thank
100
you. I don't
wrath
even know if you
points.
can hear me.
100 wrath
Uh,
points. Sick.
yeah. Uh,
So Silver wants
are you
everybody to
are
know
you guys
that wait,
hearing
how do you say it
Silver?
again?
It's not a flying hype train.
Let's go bar for bar.
Wait.
Someone redeemed 4,000 points.
Yeah, those are supposed to be paused, so I'm a little
That's good.
Hello. Oh my
Keep
god.
going.
It's audible. Holy fuck.
Yeah, you had to do the thing, didn't you?
You had to do the thing.
Turn it off and back on again.
I
Yeah.
had to, I had to turn it on. And, well, I managed to do it without having to fuck up our stream. Or like
That's
restart it. And
You did it, Chalky. You didn't pass the
alright, there we go.
I'm sorry. 1 second.
No worries. Okay. Holy fuck. Alright, we're gonna start this again. Sorry everybody. God, OBS is just a shit show made by monkeys in a fucking tumble dryer. But anyways, you know, can't complain too hard about free software, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyways, now that that's set up, hey, can you all hear me okay out there in text land or in chat land? Is my volume okay compared to everybody else? Because it completely reset all my microphone settings, so now I'm just Wild West in it. You guys can hear me? Okay, good.
You're Will Smith in it.
Yes. Wait, what?
You said you're Wild West in it, and I said
Oh.
Will Smith. Get it?
I said I'm Wild West in it, not Wild West in
Wow.
it.
I think chat's right. I think we have killed the greatest threat in the Warhammer universe. Tech issues, which means in the
Zinch?
darkness of the 31st millennia, there is only scuff. Except we fixed it, so now there isn't.
Yeah, the levels of
something
scuff.
according to chat.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Also, Effie, can you get a little closer to your mic because you sound really far away and it's echoey.
Oh.
There we go.
Okay,
Thank you.
wait, I'm echoing?
Now you're not. Yeah, you just sounded
Okay,
a little too far away from your microphone and it was echoing.
Well, I turned my head right to look at the other monitor. So, I had to.
Look, I ain't.
Just stick it down your throat.
I'm just
Super
telling. Yeah.
easy.
Just sound like you're eating like 4 carrots.
Sure. Let me just take this hot coney dog that I got from Sonic and let me just.
That's what Dylan does.
I'm just gonna fucking.
Oh goodness gracious. Okay.
So,
Thanks.
joke's on you, everyone. Thanks for coming to the stream. We're actually going to play Gwent.
God.
Hell yeah, fucking 6-7 hour Gwent stream. Let's go. Anyways,
Second.
thank you. Oh, thank you, Peter, for contributing to the subs. Oops.
Damn, Peter, thank you. Also, that is a wrath point. We got a wrath point and
Uh-oh.
This is going to get crazy quick, isn't it?
no, it's gonna be good.
I forgot to
What'd you do, Silver?
your notifications are coming up. But I forgot to mute it and I forgot. All right. We're on the next round. Next round of scuff. Let's go.
Listen,
Somewhere Zinch is
in
laughing.
case you're wondering, we are professional streamers.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
All right, where did I put
Plus,
your
press
stream
Peter.
alerts? Okay, there we go. I found your stream alerts.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm gonna resize it. Effie,
Oh,
can
yeah, I did
you
that earlier.
do a follow test for me real quick?
I'm sorry, what?
From your stream elements. I need a thing to pop up.
Oh, okay.
Follow your own stream. Do it. Break
I
Twitch.
was having I was just having a moment where my brain was just like,
No, stream
What the
elements
fuck did you
test
just ask
follow,
me to do?
so I can align your things, and then.
oh, that's not easy. All right, 1 second. I complain, but it isn't actually that bad. So
Okay.
look, I just like to complain, okay?
Mm-hmm.
There, I did it.
Okay.
Was it
It
Was it
showed
silent?
up.
Yeah, it showed up, but I need to shut it up, and I also need to change where it's showing up. So give me a second.
Thank you so much for the follow, Arabelle.
Oh, goodness. So guys, I'm playing a medic, and Crafter is the Emperor. Montier is Luigi from the Mario Brothers, and Hardest
Mario.
Gimli.
is Wilford Brimley.
I approve. Diabetes.
So yeah, I listen. It's gonna be a lovely game. As soon as Silver gets.
All right, okay. One more test follow. We should be good,
Uh,
and then we can get this shit on the road. I'm sorry, everybody. It's the first time setting all this stuff up.
Shit on the
There
road,
we
you
go.
say? You mean Fudor?
No.
Ow.
Why?
Tyra 55, thank you for the follow. Wait, what?
Wait,
Come to the
what?
box market, come pick your cozy.
Peter, no, why did-
This never got you. How are you?
Peter, why did you
Okay,
do
I
that?
can-
You've been following this whole time, haven't you? Before?
Yeah, it just broke your follow streak.
No, Peter.
Sacrifice to the golden throne.
Yeah,
We're-
I got a button that does that, guys. We're good.
Yeah, you guys don't need to
Sorry.
unfollow and refollow it. Don't lose your streaks. But
Yeah.
okay. Whew. All right,
No.
I have unfucked all the tech issues that I think I have been able to denote
but-
here. What? What?
You're
Are you
getting
fucking with me right now?
technicalities.
I'm fucking with you right now.
You son of a bitch.
That was
You know,
pretty
I
good. It
think
took me a minute.
I think I'm a little Drukari because I know immediately what he was doing, and I just feel a little bit more alive that he poked you in such a cool way.
It's fine. Drukari cats, they're basically the same thing.
Honestly,
Facts,
you're not
yeah.
wrong.
Okay.
Hey, Silver, what are we doing today?
We're playing War. We're doing some Warhammer.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Tabletop RPG. Thank you, everybody, for joining us here today. Now that we have the tech issues solved, I want to say thank you all so much for being here. It is awesome to have you all, and we are excited to start the journey of this cool project, which we have been working on behind the scenes. I just wanted to go ahead and we're going to do a little introduction to each and every one of our players and characters, and then we'll go ahead and get into the shenanigans at hand. And just a little aside for you guys there. You can check out all the links to the people involved with this project and making assets and stuff for it. MWB, also the player for Montier, is responsible for literally everything you see on screen except for the reactives. So he has done a stellar job on this overlay and all these assets and everything, and he's been working tirelessly on some character portraiture, and I look forward to seeing the shenanigans that we all make together. So thank you all so much for being here. I would really appreciate it if you could all follow the links that have been provided there in the chat for you, and if you guys want to subscribe to the YouTube channel of Effie's there, you can also watch these when they get edited and put up there. Also, make sure you follow Gatsu especially. He doesn't stream, and it's funny. So yeah, just do that. Just do that for me real quick. But I would appreciate the support for everybody involved in this project, because we have been doing some good stuff behind the scenes, and they are very hardworking, loving people, and I appreciate their company on this journey. So please, if you can spare it, show them some love. And then otherwise, we have a similar reroll system to the Goblin Bullshit Pool that we have in the Guiam's Goblins games on Sunday, which is is it just Wrath? What's the command for it? Effie?
Warhammer?
No.
Warhammer?
For the fucking Wrath Pool thing.
Oh,
I didn't do that one.
Oh, well then you should do that. You should add a timer for the Wrath
I
Pool.
didn't do that one, so
Just duplicate the bullshit command and change it to mention the Wrath Pool.
Alright.
that should do
Yeah,
the trick.
shout out to Taco Bell, sponsor me, please. Thank you.
shout out to Baja Blast.
Yeah,
specifically.
shout out to Baja Blast Gold. Send me things.
Oh my god.
It'd be great.
That now makes me think of fucking Demolition Man. All restaurants are Taco Bell.
I unironically, because Glitch made the mistake of making me a mod on Heart Channel, I shout out Taco Bell every single time.
Good.
That's amazing. I love it. But yeah, just a reminder to everybody, we do have a reroll system that is the Wrath Pool here. It can do other things too. For this system, because it is a D6 based roleplay system, you guys might be like, what the fuck is going on? Why are all these numbers going up on screen? It's because most of the rolls done in this game are actually handfuls of D6 dice instead of D20s or other variant numbers. So if you're like a little like, what the fuck is with these like these rolls and the way this stuff is done, do not panic. It is just the way that the system functions. It is an interesting system, to say the least, but and we're still all learning it to a degree, so we might not be perfect at representing the rules as written, and we might make some mistakes on that front, so please be patient with us if you're like, I've been wrath and glorying since I followed the beta of it, because it's not as old as I am, but it's blah, 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 and you're doing it wrong. Just, you go ahead and you just keep that to yourself. Anyways, so...
Unless we sound really confused, then please help.
Yes, if we actively are like, please somebody clarify, you can go ahead and speak up, but otherwise we're not really going to pay attention to messages that come from people that are like, I don't like this, blah, 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 blah. I don't bathe. Anyways, and outside outside of that, the Wrath Pool, same exact contribution system as Weam's Goblins on Sundays. Every time we reach about $10 worth of contribution, so technically the Wrath Pool should be up by, what, 2 now? So like 6?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes, so the Wrath Pool, as you can see in the bottom right corner, with this very lovely illuminated skull that MWB put into the overlay, which I fucking love.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it, Theo.
What gun doesn't need that?
Right? Yeah, an underslung fleshlight, 100%. It's the 41st millennium. We got a whole different kind of combat equipment
It's
here.
called a Drakari gun, and I would like you to stop making it a joke.
They're not supposed to know about that.
Excuse me as I die. Just a reminder to everybody, yes, the Wrath Pool is a reroll system that also allows players to add a reflex attack, which is kind of like this system's equivalent of a reaction-based attack. Or they can manage their shock, which is another system of like damage that is taken by players, because some players can use their determination to mitigate damage and put it into a shock pool. But when a player reaches their maximized shock, they are exhausted. So until they reduce that maximized shock, they are stuck with the exhaustion elements. It's a way to stay alive longer, but it's also like a risk to take because there's all kinds of mechanics related to it. So this system is a little bit more complicated than just whatchamacallit. D&D 5th edition, but it also has some complexity to it. So that is dicks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, my train of thought got completely lost there.
Were you thinking about Wrath and Glory Hole?
I will say, for those of you who have not experienced it, go out and just find every D6 in your house and your neighbor's house and roll that shit, because rolling that many D6 is hella cathartic. So D6 system, beautiful.
Wrath and Glory Hole, that's an entirely different game we're not playing tonight.
That's our OnlyFans campaign.
Yeah, that's for all non-safe for work arts and fan content.
Patreon podcast.
That's where you find the lewd drawings of Das.
Yeah, that's right. All of your squat porn contributions, please be sure to send that directly to me on Discord.
Why are you
Sorry,
being so
kin.
racist?
My bad. Kin porn. That sounds real bad.
Yeah, maybe not. Go back to
Let's-
squad porn.
Just gonna walk that.
I don't
We'll
like
take a
squad
few
porn
steps
either.
back.
All right, never mind. We're just gonna. All right, cool. So we had Nurgle here with the poo door, and now Slanesh is taking over. Why don't we move over to Corn and let's stab some fuckers.
All right, fair enough. But what we really should do is do the character introductions, and then we'll go ahead and get the show in space. We'll go ahead and start the warp drive up. Anyways, to start us off here, the lovely host of this channel, Effie the cat. Why don't you go ahead and tell us about your character, Effie?
My character is just a caring and loving person, just an amazing woman full of compassion and positivity. She's the ship's medic, and she really just wants you to feel better.
The lies you're attracting Zinch.
Uh, for legal purposes, so Zinch doesn't reach out of the void and steal me. That was a joke. And yeah, sure, I'm the medic. You should definitely come to me if you're injured. But I'm playing Drizva, Drizva Kareski, and Kireski, and essentially, she's a Drukhari, or as I prefer to call them, Dark Eldar, who got in trouble with her cult and has been currently removed from Dark Eldar airspace for the time being. So yeah, that's what's going on with that. She she hates everybody, and she is incredibly upset that she's stuck on the ship. But you know what? She gets paid and she gets food, if you can call it food. And yeah, her favorite hobbies include telling Daz that she has no plasma grenades on her person, and then having plasma grenades. Thinking Montier is a house plant, and Tarva. I mean, she basically just goes and finds whoever is and just says, her attractive friend is just thinks they're amazing and they should go over and say hi, because Tarva is like the most effeminate Eldar the
I mean, as far as you two are concerned, you're the only Eldari on the ship.
That's true. That's true.
She's not an Eldari. She's.
Oh my god!
Sorry.
Fuck! You're the only
Yeah,
two
I'm a
Elder on the
Eldar.
ship. There you go.
Yeah. I made the joke that you have a pink fluffy boa on Tarva, and I can't unsee it anymore.
What
I'll see the
joke?
Oh.
problem.
Real.
So yeah, there you go. Yeah, that is all I'm gonna divulge at this juncture. But yeah, totally. If any of you of my teammates get hurt, just report to me. I'll fix you up. I'm very knowledgeable in wounds. So
Oh no!
Yeah.
You know what? I might have to
wounds.
introduce a mechanic where if you worsen the injuries of your own teammates, it might apply to the your
Corruption.
special shock
amazing.
recovery
I'm an
system.
amazing medic. They always die. I try my best, but I'm an amazing medic.
yeah, I'm an amazing medic. It's really interesting what you can do with the spare bits of sharp metal inserted into a wound and then cauterized shut.
They only
Alright.
had a paper cut. I don't know.
Ah.
How'd they suffocate? Don't ask so many questions. Technical medical
God,
things
I
you
just
wouldn't understand.
remember.
I
just
swear an
remember that
oath of
poor
anonymity.
schmuck.
I'm pretty sure that's not the oath you swear. Shh, quiet time.
Do you remember that guy that I accidentally strangled? Do
Wait, what?
you remember playing that the fucking the Mummy Alien game. I forget what it's called. It's like the Dark Studios or whatever it is. And we were carrying that soldier, and you were watching the door, and I was supposed to keep him quiet while you patched him up.
Oh, right, and you accidentally killed him because you're like, shh, 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 and then he fucking died, and I was like, Effie! Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. We were trying to keep him alive that playthrough, too, and you're like, I swear I did it, and you just fucking killed him. So, with that said, let's move on to Tarvathian? Is that how it is again?
That's a good fucking question.
Tarvi. Good old Tarvi.
Good old
hey,
Tarvit.
Theo, why don't you go ahead and give us an introduction to your character?
Hello, I'm Crafter Theo. I'm playing Tarvathian Mugasi. I'm the Eldari boy who's trying to figure out if there really is anything more to life other than being really, really, really ridiculously good looking. And I figured I'd ask the warp. So that's me.
That never goes wrong for anybody.
Yeah.
Fulgrim.
Dad, I'm coming in. Magnus.
Magnus did nothing wrong, and he was a pure and innocent child.
Yeah, neither did Erebus. I forgot his name for a hot second.
Oh, fuck that. That was that's a literal demon.
Him and Logar can eat a bag of dicks and not in a cool Slaaneshi way.
Agreed. They're Nurgle dicks.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So is that more or less the?
Yeah. Oh, hello. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know why I'm here. I don't know what I'm doing. All I know is that I'm gonna look damn good doing it.
Perfect. I love it.
I know, but I must kill.
Excellent. Well, I look forward to seeing the kind of spaced out. This is great. I love it. God, this whole campaign is just gonna be Dast getting increasingly fucking frustrated with like how fucking out of touch each and every one of the rest of these characters are.
The second that I realized what everyone else was playing and how they were gonna play it, knowing these people, I went, all right, I know what I have to do.
But thank you, Theo, for the introduction of Tarvathian. And MWB, would you kindly give us a little rundown on Montir?
Well, he's a Kroot, and he was chilling in his his village one day, and he got snagged because he got separated, and the rogue traders, they just thought he was like a prize, and then they found out he was sentient, and they saw how good he was at fighting and kind of motivated, so they essentially gave him a job, and now he's just kind of a mercenary, but he's kind of missing his tribe, so he's always on the outlook for adding people to his group and looking for a little bit of group dynamics. He's sad, but also like Chewbacca will rip your arms off if you piss him off. So that's where we're at. That's Monty.
That's perfect. I love him, and I cannot wait to see the kind of things that you do with him. And I really enjoy the concept of like a buffer Kroot that isn't just a Krootox, because those things are fucking hefty. So I look forward to seeing how you decide to play him. And then last but not least at all, Gatsu, would you like to give us a rundown of Hardass?
Hi, I'm Gatsu, Victor Zangief. My character is Hardass Gormthrung. If you didn't get Das, which is what everyone knows him as, is going to be the kind of actual normal fucking person in this group. Generally speaking, he's going to be having to deal with everyone's bullshit as we traverse the stars and go to places where most of these three aren't allowed or welcome or other such things. It's going to be great. Das is from the League of Thor. He's a squat, also known as the Kin. Please don't call him a squat. He'll get a little grumpy about it. Let's be honest, Das is going to get grumpy about basically everything that happens at all times. That's just kind of the status quo when you are the junior quartermaster on a ship full of idiots. He likes things neat and organized. He likes things being done properly. He does his best to salvage and repair and just make things work when you're on a bit of a derelict ship that has a lot of issues. Um, Everyone kind of knows who he is because of the fact that they have to come to him for things. And yeah, that's Das. He also has fucking gorgeous hair and looks really attractive. And that was not planned; it just kind of happened. But I'm fine with it.
Yeah, he kind of has a bit of a stellar. Do you think he has like a hair care routine, or is it just naturally like that?
100% natural. Like I'm pretty sure that just the kin in general have really good genetics in that regard. Maybe even bred into them because they did a lot of genetic fuckery in their history. So makes sense.
Mhm.
That would
I
make
was hoping we could
100%.
shoot the shit about hair care routines.
Yeah, my entire humor is just quoting movies, and the immediately that like came into my head was "Oh brother, where art thou?" I'm a dapper Dan man, damn it.
Yeah.
My hair.
But yeah, so I think it's gonna be really fun. Das is generally gonna be grumpy, and that's fine because he secretly loves everybody.
What if I try to
Oh.
tickle you?
He'll just glare at you. He's not fucking ticklish. That was bred out of us.
The kin
I mean, if you're
cannot be
feeling
tickled.
particularly brave, you can try to come tickle me. I tickle back though.
With knives. Yeah. That's Doc.
All right, perfect. Well, in
And
that
his voice
case,
sounds like this.
no, God.
I've been working on it all day. I'm hard ass going through. Let's get some baddies. Not doing that to you guys, I promise.
You got a snort out of him. That's
This
the
hurt-
true
God.
goal.
This hurts the GM.
How about choked on my lemonade?
I think we should all do that voice. That'd be great.
We're gonna just. Okay, I'm sorry. I have to add that now. Is Lord Zach Bora, thank you very much for tipping $30, and thank you Ina for the resub to Effie
Oh
the cat.
shit!
Oh my god, that brings us
Oh
up to 9
dang!
wrath points.
So the garbage you're looking for. Also, these aren't red shirts. That's true. Yeah, that's a lot of wrath points.
Hell yeah. So I don't have the full D100 table officially set up in Foundry, so I'm kind of winging it on the Wrath redeems, but what happens when people use the Wrath points to do a reroll. Oh, thank you. Yes, the tier 2 sub. That is very kind of you, Ina. It is
That
very
does push us over to 10 because that's.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for keeping track of that. I appreciate you doing
You're
that.
welcome. You're welcome. Mm-hmm.
All right, there we go. We are at 10. No, I have reworked the Wrath pool point system and function from Wrath and Glory, so Wrath is a little different than common use Wrath, but it still has relatively the same uses. It's just it also comes with consequences for its use. So like that's what the random table is going to be for. I will have one set up in Foundry that'll just have an auto roller like Goblins does, but for now I will just dictate what it is on my own rolls on behalf of it. But yeah, eventually. Oh, there's still the Glory and Ruin. Glory and Ruin is also still a system. It's just you won't see that on the screen. But we have it tracked on the Foundry end of things, so I can still use Ruin as normal in the mechanics, and the players can still use Glory, and there is still the same cap for Glory. So six Glory, and then they have to blow through it in order to reduce that cap. But we will keep that mechanic in because the glory and ruin is still like a major part of the extra mechanics of the game, so we're not getting rid of that. And yes, for those of you who are curious, the Imagination Goes Here screen, our logo for Findrosa's Vagrants, and all the pieces of this overlay outside of the reactives are all done by MWB. So if you guys want to chat up a good artist who does awesome commission work, you can definitely go to MWBDZ on Twitch, and he has all his other relevant links down below on his channel. So definitely give him a follow and some love. He streams his work on Twitch from time to time, and it is very fun to watch the development process. So I highly recommend it. But with all that said and done, eventually this Imagination Goes Here screen will have an animated element to it as well. So because MWB is an animator, so I look forward to seeing what we add as it develops. But this is all just the initial phase of all the assets and integration that we're developing and building. So don't you guys worry as you watch and endorse this project. The more contributions we receive and the more engagement we get, the higher quality we can refine things to and add even cooler shit and crazy shenanigans. But with all that said and done, we've spent entirely too long on the introduction, which is reasonable for our very first session. But now, I think players, are you guys ready to adventure through the horrors of space?
Hell
Of
yeah.
course.
Am I ever?
Of course.
Good.
Ready,
good.
Captain?
I can't hear ye.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Oh god. No,
All right.
this cannot be the team.
Uh,
I will literally pee on my own computer to short it out and then walk off into the sunset.
yeah, I don't know about doing that. That seems.
You're welcome.
Thank you. All right, let's get some ambience going here. And you folks at home, let me know if the ambience is too loud for you or not, in comparison to our voices. So, I can alter it accordingly. But if it's not a problem, then it's all good. So I'm starting this off a little different, from the usual fare of approaching this kind of stuff. So let me. I'm not going to do an exposition dump, essentially. So here we go. Let's all rock on into it. Drifting particles of space debris and cosmic dust accompany the view beyond reinforced transparent windows before the four of you. As you find yourselves standing before the time-worn yet grandiose wooden desk of the man seated in his likewise worn and pompous seat that could be more throne than chair. I'm going to turn that down a little bit more. I realize it is quite loud. With an artificial finger attached to his artificial hand, attached to an artificial arm, he points to the void behind him, gesturing to the planet currently taking up a good portion of space behind him. We are colossally fat. If you don't go down to that shithole of an agri-world and get us some fuel and a few warp-sensitive hicks to throw in the generators in the next few days. How would you all like to respond to this statement from the man you all recognize as Captain Sarvith Findesta the 14th, the current Lord Captain of the vessel you all call home at present? Whoops. As he flies into space. Nobody pay attention to that.
Mhm.
He looks great.
He looks fantastic. I would take him out for dinner. He probably smells like cheap cologne and lamb.
He fucking. I don't know if that's his smell. That gross looking arm probably smells like the poo door.
Well, who wants to respond to the captain first?
All right, Captain. How much time did you say we have for this?
He looks at you.
Also, chat, please give all of us a break as we work out our fucking voices going through this.
Correct. Everyone is going to be trying to work into their character voices as we play, and eventually we will settle on what works. But if you're like, that doesn't sound like it's 100%, Look, we're not trained voice actors, all right. You get what you get. Settle down. Anyways, the captain just sighs and kind of leans forward in his desk, putting his hands on his forehead, and he goes, "After I finally finished the process of retrofitting and loading our cargo of livestock onto the ship you may have no doubt seen coming aboard over the past few weeks, I was making preparations for us to finally leave this grass-covered rock, when I was not so politely informed our fuel reserves had been requisitioned by an arriving guard regiment to help with the combat efforts that had apparently become a pressing concern on the surface. Likewise, our replacement of batteries for the Geller field have been drafted into emergency service, leaving us without any way of replacing our current power source that is very much on its last legs, and I doubt it will get us to where we need to go with our shipment without failing mid-journey at this point. And I only have so long I can sustain a cargo hold full of purpose-bred mutant livestock before this whole undertaking is awash, and I'm out a significant portion of what little wealth my family currently retains. So, you four are the best chances I have of getting in and out of this growing war zone with what we need without upsetting the balance of things. And as far as I am aware, since none of you owe any particular allegiance to any of the ship's gangs, you all strike me as capable enough that I hope you can find an expedient solution to the issues facing this drifting rust hulk we all call home.
I don't know if I entirely agree with a lot of things you just said, Captain, but we're, understood.
There was a, he pointed out a big window, right? Like what we're looking at right now?
Yeah, right now, well, it's not what you see on screen right now. It's more, think of like a really fancy and grandiose kind of office that has big windows that you can see the planet behind.
I'm assuming that they're just like projector screens, not actual windows, considering
That's fine.
that his captain's quarters would be like deep inside the middle of the ship.
Yeah, but basically.
That makes it funnier. So I heard a question and then I heard a bunch of unnecessary details. So Tarvathian, he's gonna kind of start like muttering a little bit to himself and twisting his fingers and doing weird voodoo stuff and kind of just walk straight past everybody to the projector and sniff it. No. I can smell the winds. We can find them.
Right. Captain, don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. I don't necessarily know if I want to bring these three with me, but I don't want to do it by myself. So, do you have any leads of where you think we should start?
Well, I'm afraid that I'm going to have to leave that in your capable hands, but I have resources to provide to you that you might be able to use to... Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat this situation. The reason I picked the group of you partially is because it is easier for you to slip by unnoticed aboard the vessel due to your, well, at least the majority of you, a lot of the crew are not as eager to interface with you on a regular element, and I need this to be done in secrecy, as there is, if I'm being completely honest, there is a power struggle at hand, and if I am publicly declaring that we are facing a fuel and field power shortage, it could cause a lot of unrest aboard the ship, and already tenuous strain upon the dynamics of our vessel may disintegrate. It could be a disaster. We are running on fumes and pennies in this situation, and we need to take these livestock out of here, and I cannot do that until we are able to fuel up. We need the Prometheum.
What's a penny?
It's an old Earth terminology.
Just
Look, I wouldn't expect anybody who wasn't born into the noble houses of the rogue traders to know these references. I apologize.
Yeah.
So let me get this straight. You let a bunch of army regiment monk high onto your vessel, and they took the fuel the Gellerfield batteries. And you just let them?
No, if they were already on board, I would have hidden them or kept them from accessing it. It was what we had lined up before arriving here on the planet that was intended to be ours, but the god requisitioned it all.
Fine. So you're telling me that we have to go down there and find the fuel cells, essentially.
Look, if I'm being entirely honest, there's only two ways to go about this, and both of them involve theft.
Yeah,
Well-
that's normal. We're good.
Yeah, I don't have any problem stealing from a Monkai. If anything, I don't even consider it stealing. It's just, well, you know, sort of like taking riches from a rock or a tree.
Well, however you justify the
Again, I think we could do this, Captain. Point us in the right direction. We'll get some things moving and see how all shapes up, eh?
He takes out a small data slate from his desk and kind of lays it out in front of you, Das, handing it over to you. And he says, as the junior quartermaster, I am going to put you in charge of this little expedition and excursion. I trust in you to use your wits and powers at your disposal to solve any problems that come your way, but if I'm being entirely honest, this undertaking is the last hope we have to maintain any semblance of stability upon this ship. If I don't get fuel and defense against the warp for us to transition to where we need to take these creatures, it's only going to be a few weeks until everything falls apart and we're no longer able to sustain our cargo. So I'm not saying we are dealing with a time frame of a few hours, but the longer this takes, the more we are at risk.
Wonderful. Leave it to a bunch of Monkai to basically leave us in a floating coffin.
That is what it may
For
become.
being honest, most human ships are floating coffins anyway. Fucking shoddy
Wow.
built motherfucker.
You know, I
Tarvathian,
think
is
this
it
is
probably
the first time
safe to
we've
assume
agreed.
you're like fondling some of his like decorative elements of the office at this point?
Who, me?
Yeah, like are you
Oh yeah. Once he mentioned their like the defenses and all that, I started like just changing everything to face like a 45-degree angles, like in like moving every little random piece, knickknack, stuff like that.
fair enough?
It makes
And
sense to me.
during this conversation, Montier, are you just kind of taking a passive observation, or do you have something you'd like to chime in on the development that you've been placed in?
Montier?
NW, you're muted if you've been talking.
Lamel.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything from you in a while, but
No, I was dealing with something.
oh,
Summertime
Sorry,
children's.
repeat. Yeah, screaming summertime children's.
Fair enough.
don't worry, Das is dealing with that too. Go on.
Okay.
I was just asking if Montier had anything to weigh in or wanted to do anything in the situation, but if the context isn't established, then we could just say he's passively interacting.
So, Captain Man, we acquire energy for this bucket. Then we
So-
don't die.
That is correct, Montier.
Do I have permission to eat anything that lives on the planet?
He just kind of looks a little like, thinking about that situation. He points to Das, and he says, "You know what? Hardas here is the one in charge of your expedition. Refer to him for anything that can be eaten, huh?"
Yes. Will do.
Das grumbles. That's gonna be, Das grumbling is gonna be the emote that I'm gonna fucking just start making.
I need that as an emote, like, right now. Oh. Alright. So the captain nods his head and he says, okay. Pushing the data slate over to you, Das, a little more, he goes, so here's what I'm going to need you to do in order to keep this situation from becoming an incident. I stashed in one of the so-called quarantined areas of the ship. I have a private shuttle. It is a Honey Buzzard class VTOL. I haven't used it in some time, but I know it has gone undetected for quite some time as well, and has been put in a relatively self-sustaining state should I ever need to make a hasty exit from the ship for whatever reason, or perhaps engage in a few things that I don't want the rest of the crew to interact with in general. So here, he's sliding the data slate closer to you. He says, this is the map through the subsystems to help you access this location. Once you arrive there, there is a fuck, what is the term again? Crap, where did I write it
Button.
down?
Landing pad. Warehouse.
No.
G. Place rates. Come on.
Right, servitor. Fuck, every time.
Yeah.
He nods his head and goes, yes, there is a servitor in there that is programmed for auto-nav and communications. It should help you fly the vessel should any of you not be capable of operating its systems. It is a worthwhile and rather expensive endeavor to have set up such a long-standing creature, so please I would make sure that you treat my shuttle and the servitor with respect and ensure it does not receive any major damages.
Servitor just reminded me that Doss's main goal is he has these hands on him that are pieces of his best friend that's an ironkin, and his goal is to rebuild himself. No,
God damn it. For those of you not in the know, that is a joke related to his other character, Osiris Blackleaf, Necromancer Most Foul, from our Tales of Dorota campaign. But moving onwards, what would you like to say, Das?
I appreciate the knowledge that you've entrusted with us, Captain, and we'll do our best to make this happen. I don't foresee us having any major issues, and he says this as he's kind of eyeing the other three. He goes, and I'm assuming that all this needs to be kept pretty secret from anyone else involved on the ship, yeah?
Yes. To the best of your ability, I need all of you to do the reason behind your acquisition of this shuttle. You can come up with whatever reason that you wish to inform any other crew you may encounter on this expedition into the depths. Just do not let them know that we are short on fuel and that we are lacking in Geller protection.
Sure. No, but is his ship not also, like, his little ship is also secret?
Yes. Yeah, so he'll
just, like, this captain's kind of giving them a whole lot of fucking secrets to, like, not say anything to. And
he's very, you can tell he's very desperate. So if anybody had the idea to perhaps extort him at any point in this, that's, yeah.
There's a lot of, like, Captain might owe me a favor later type moments going on in DOS.
100%.
Tar would take a moment to kind of point at the hologram, the projection here. And what of the people down there? Do we need to maintain any relations, or are we free to do as we must?
Well, we are in a dire situation here, I won't lie to you. It would be best if you avoid causing any conflict with the Imperial Guard or any of the local guard or any of the inhabitants, but as far as I am aware, there is well, I haven't been informed on the specifics of the conflict, but I have heard that there is some kind of mutant creature rampaging across the surface. It's become an issue.
DOS grumbles.
He just kind of like shrugs and says, look, do whatever it takes to get the job done, and don't let me know if things got a little out of hand. But if you do somehow end up getting known to any entities of the Imperium, please let me know so I can alter my plans accordingly. As far as I am aware, there are only 3 things that you need to be concerned about. One, obviously, combat zone going on the planet's surface. It is a difficult situation, but if you have to kill things to get what you need, I'm not going to. This is not something that I need to know about. I am giving you carte blanche to do whatever it takes to get us our fuel and our batteries. 2, there is a guard regiment that has entered the system and has been the one responsible for these acquisitions. I believe they are from somewhere in Idrosi or some such. Anyways, that regiment has taken up the majority of the combat. However, I was also informed, due to being an adjacent vessel, that there is a battle barge here by one of the Space Marine chapters known as the Sword of Salvation.
Das crumbles.
I'll,
Better and better.
turn towards
monster, fucking space marines.
turn towards Drizva just a little bit. No witnesses.
No witnesses is always my favorite.
If I eat, no one will know.
Okay, alright. Oi, you lot. No, let's keep it down. We're gonna go with the silent thieving, hopefully not having to fight or kill anything. That's the goal here. Alright?
Oh,
I said
why, of
hoping.
course.
Now calm down. Now.
Why? You know my rule, Das. Anybody taller than me can give me. Or
Yeah, got it.
oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm not sorry. You're the one with the pointy ears.
You should be so lucky.
Oh, that hit me out of left field. I was not prepared. I'm sorry for those of you listening to stream, and I laughed a little too hard there. If that was a bit jarring.
Tell me, Ken. Do you have to lift your beard when you go to the bathroom, or you just piss on it?
It's not that low. What, did you get your eyes fixed? Maybe you should see where things actually land. Or is that why you're such a shit shot and you have to use knives?
I
Small one funny.
The small one is funny. I'm sure he will be funny like.
The captain just shakes his head and goes, "Okay, you save your banter for later once you're undertaking this journey. Do any of you need anything from me before I dismiss you for this excursion?"
Oh.
Das was about to make a joke about needing just, a whole platoon of extra people and a whole lot of extra fucking gear and supplies, but he's just going to leave it alone.
All right.
It's more of any other random... Fuck, man, I'm just all over the place with this voice. Any other random... I don't know... wrenches that I gotta throw into the works? I just want to make sure I'm clear, boss, that we have potential Space Marine chapter, there's a war zone, there's some type of rampaging monster, and an Imperial Guard have requisitioned a bunch of our shit.
That is more or less it. And also pointing to the data slate that is now, I assume, in your hand, he goes, "I've marked 2 potential routes here for you to take. I will warn you that both of them travel through areas of the ship that have not been updated in some time, so you may encounter some things on that guide that have not been there originally when I mapped this route. If I'm being honest, it has been about 5 years since I have accessed the ship, so...
Great. So, also might be walking into who fucking knows inside the ship. Right, yeah, just making sure.
That is correct, yes.
Cool. Great. Das grumbles.
When he asked if we need anything, whatever he uses as a paperweight, I'm putting in my pocket.
So you just you just take a thing off his desk and put it in your pocket as like a gesture of like, I need this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna explain it, but that's mine now.
He looks at you quizzically, like watching you. Like everybody stops what they're doing just to watch Tarvathian reach out and pick up what appears to be a little golden statuette without arms. Like it's like the figure of a woman, and it has no arms, and it's made out of like a golden material. Whether it's actual gold or not, debatable. But it's sitting on like a stack of stuff on his desk, and you reach over and just pick it up and start pulling it towards you, and he goes, is there a reason you're taking that off my desk?
Just gonna nod.
You just asked if there was a reason, so it sounds like he answered, yes, there is. You're welcome.
The captain sighs, and he goes, I will consider that part of your payment for the services you are rendering in doing this today.
Wait, we're getting paid? Okay.
I mean, yeah, we're working on a ship. It's not like we just get. I mean, we'd probably get like a normal salary. I'm assuming this is some type of hazard pay type thing situation.
Well, the other option is die.
Yeah.
If we don't,
everyone die. Yeah.
I mean, I'm cool with it. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
This is mine
With
now.
everyone dying. All right, session 1 over. Everyone.
In the grim darkness of the 41st millennium, every session is a new character session.
Accurate.
So he just kind of gestures and says, make sure you keep that polished. This very old cultural artifact passed on for generations through my family.
Cool. I'm just gonna nod. I'm not explaining at all.
Oh, you lot, let's get out of here. We gotta get things moving.
He gestures to Drizva as you guys are getting ready to leave, and he goes, a reminder to you, Drukari. Save your impulses for anyone off the ship,
Oh, so it is fine that I stab the short one.
Look, I don't care what you do to the menials aboard my vessel as long as I don't hear about it. And the last time I heard about it, I don't even know how you fit that many rods in there. But the purpose of your rituals and preferences are entirely your own. I do not care. Just make sure that these three, and anyone aboard this vessel who is not considered of a menial class, is left unmolested.
Universe is free game, is what you're saying.
Yes, my internet briefly cut out, but I am telling you, do not fuck with anyone aboard the vessel who is not considered disposable.
Oh, so the short one is non-disposable then?
Correct.
Yeah, how about you remember who you get your grenades from?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't remember having any grenades from you.
Yeah, my logs show otherwise.
Oh, well. I guess, it's just you and the logs, I suppose. Also, the man with the rods has the potential to get better. I didn't quite kill that monkai, so...
She turned me into a dude. I got better.
Oh,
The
no,
the captain sighs and slams his head into his hands, and he goes, I have never seen a man so uncomfortable not being able to find a single way to get I am impressed how you fit so many at so many different angles in so many different places. But the fact remains that is not the appropriate response for somebody telling you they like your lipstick.
I think the
There's
problem
just
there
a
is that they're not
slow blink.
wearing less lipstick is the issue.
I think the problem here is that you're misunderstanding. That's the punishment, to think that they can come and speak to me. Now, if they had said something about my lipstick, there would have been something else going on. You'll be fine. Also, Monkai, the secret for how to fit that many rods in, lots of practice.
I think I can go without imagining the practice required for the rituals you engage in. All I am saying is you are a competent warrior, and I cannot fault your use to this crew, and you have proven yourself valuable before. I am just asking that you please keep what you need to have done to sustain yourself to the disposable element of my crew.
As you wish, Captain, my captain. You and your glorious leadership shall be noted. I won't touch a wiry little hair on his chinny chin chin.
And he points at Montier and he goes, "And you? My house guards are getting nervous about that thing you do in the vents, so stop it. You can walk around like a normal person."
What?
That was directed at Montier.
No, I get that. I'm just fucking confused as to what you're referring to.
I'm just giving him an improv opportunity.
I don't know what you mean.
You know exactly what I mean. You stalk my house guards. They have nightmares about big green gorillas. It is not good for morale.
I'm too big to fit in vents.
Too big to fit in vents, too big to fit here, too big to fit there. I have seen you come out of places that I would never imagine. Don't give me that shit. You just... Look, if you need to practice your hunting, you go ahead and put it on the menial crew. Leave my guards alone.
But they have shiny heads.
I know they probably make for better trophies, but I am tired of you accosting them. I appreciate that you haven't killed any of them yet, but I would like that to not change. And look, we have disposable crew for a reason.
But my grenades can't test themselves.
Yes, that incident was incredibly... I've never seen so many men scream like that. Another thing, that's another thing. You please do not throw those bees, or whatever the fuck they are, into the showers again.
You cleaning your bees in the showers? What are you doing? Everyone knows you're supposed to clean your bees elsewhere.
Do my bees have like a psychotropic effect on people?
I think they
You
have
have
a I'll
bees?
fuck
Why
it.
the fuck do you have bees? What is this shit you're making up?
He has a I guess people on board would know about this to a degree, is that Montier keeps a small hive of insectoid creatures that are not necessarily bees, but it's the best anyone guess can give to them, and has developed a bit of a bond with them. It's like a keeping an ant farm, but like sometimes he weaponizes it.
Yes, bee grenades.
He's created a natural bond with these hive creatures, and so it has become vexing to some of the crew as he likes to test their capabilities. So the captain is just politely asking you to stop trolling his guards, essentially.
he just nods his head.
And then he also points to Tarvathian and goes, and now that I've been able to even find you, because you are a slippery one, I had a complaint recently about that thing that you drew down on sublevel 84.
I would highly request that it not be touched or removed in any way for the safety of, well, everybody.
Yes, but why does a ritual require such crude drawings?
There are
Requires a
things
strong
that it
word.
is. Yeah, there are things that are safer if left unexplained.
I. Your people have strange rituals, and I will respect it, but please, at least attempt to create some method of hiding your works. Look, there are a lot of superstitious, jumpy people on this ship, and if they start seeing rituals and strange, profane things of the nature that you engage in, they might get a little bit testy.
He'd kind of fidget with the paperweight statue and be like, "Well, you've only found the one."
What was that?
Mm.
Das grumbles. I feel like I should make a DOS grumbles fucking 100 chart.
we need a
Roll
counter.
each time on what he randomly grumbles about.
100%. I love it. I need a DOS grumbles counter ASAP. It's a very important mechanic we need to integrate into the overlay. But for the time being, the captain just sighs and says, "All right, whatever. There's more pressing matters. It's just I had you all here. I figured I'd cover it." And he points to Das and says, "Das,
Yeah.
you've been doing excellent work.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it."
You're welcome, Captain. I do the best I can with what I got.
Must resist. Short joke. Anyways, the captain nods, and he says,
Das
"Thank
is
you."
gonna fucking accidentally void all of you into space.
Accidentally, air quotes.
Mm-hmm.
So he, the Book of Das Grumbles. Yes, I need Das's Grumble book. So the captain just kind of like leans forward and goes, "Okay, all right, whatever. Any last things, or shall I leave you to find your way to my ship?"
Was that phrased like an offer or like a get out?
No, I think we should go.
Okay, because I was gonna steal something else.
You can start reaching for something if you want to see what happens.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. That was a question on the tone.
Gotcha. What about you, Drizza? Any last things, or are you content to head out into the ship?
I'm just gonna head out of the ship.
Perfect. And Montier, you're good too to head out?
Oh yeah, he's way ready.
Perfect. All right, so in that case, we are going to open this up to... So, players, as you depart the captain's quarters and he basically puts his arms behind him, just kind of like shaking his head and looking out at the projector, just kind of thinking like, God help me, this is all I've... Throne help me, whatever he'd refer to. He's probably not much of an emperor man these days, but, you know, in times of crisis, just introspectively being like, I'm so fucked. And with the rest of you heading out into the halls, the question is, there are two paths that are denoted for you on the sort of ad hoc map that has been made out of the structural interior of the vessel. Now, this is it's a large ship. Despite being small for a warp-capable vessel, the most warp-capable vessels are still fucking huge. So there are thousands of people living on this ship. How many is impossible to say, because census taking has long since become a pointless endeavor upon the vessel. Groups come and go, and sections of the ship are just considered entirely abandoned or quarantined for one reason or another, many often forgotten. So there's a lot of rumors about certain sections of the ship. This also allows several different gangs of crew members to operate with a level of impunity in their territories. And the shifting gang war is always a constant, like, it's hard to tell where one territory starts and ends, and is usually just completely made up based on encounters, so it's hard to actually map it. But one route takes you through the sort of the upper part of the ship that goes along an area that is a little bit more, shall we say, less condensed, but is also prone to sections of the ship that have been permanently damaged by all manner of cosmic methods that have created sections of the ship that are less void-proof than others and prone to venting problems. And then there is another route that can take you through the same way, but it goes underneath part of the food processing parts of the ship, and also takes you adjacent to some sections that have been considered, no-go zones that have an active
derelict.
Yes, derelict. So your choices are basically go high and risk some encounters with space, or go low and risk some encounters with an entirely different kind of thing. So it is your guys' choice. Have a discussion about it. Why don't you guys have a little chat as a group?
For me, it's pretty easy. You can't fight space. I can fight potential other things.
Yeah.
Like, if we get vacuumed, you can't just be like, I attack the darkness. Like, that's not gonna fucking work.
I cast smite on the darkness.
It's not gonna go
magic
well.
missile on the darkness. Yeah, no. We can walk through people. We can't walk through void.
I mean, that's my 2 cents.
I'm fine with walking through the people, obviously.
Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna be people, but who knows what fucking random shit. We could find a Pudor.
Look,
No.
If Montier counts as people,
No pudor. No pudor.
I'm just gonna assume it's gonna
God
show up
damn
every
it.
session.
No.
That's like fucking. Now I'm thinking about Hodor from Game of Thrones, but Pudor is Poo the door. Pudor.
Who the door?
Fuck. Don't ask, chat. I'm sure it'll become relevant in later sessions, but for now, just don't ask about the Pudor. Anyways, so I'm hearing a lot of votes for don't go near the parts that'll vent you into space.
Yeah, Montier.
Yeah.
Vote.
It can go low.
All right. Well,
Yes.
it sounds like a unanimous for the low travel. So, as you 4 of you set out into the depths of the ship, seeking your path to this hidden shuttlecraft that is hopefully going to suit all the needs that you require in order to pursue the agenda that has been given you, I think now will be a perfect time for us to take our session break. So, I'm just going to be too.
Everyone can go visit their personal Pudor, and we can come back in a little bit.
Yes, perfect. So make sure you guys take a trip to your own Pudors, get some water, everybody stretch their legs, blah, 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 yada, yada. And when we return in about 15 minutes or so, you guys will find out what is to become of our players as they enter into the sub-levels of this massive, near city-sized vessel.
we're
But
I have
going
a
to
feeling that
Brazil.
the people in the front row make it wet.
In what way? Mm-hmm.
It really depends on if they dig I mean, everybody here is wildly attractive in their
Yeah,
own
that's what
way,
I'm
I
saying.
suppose, and
How sexy our characters are.
promise great violence. So I don't know. We're just gonna unspecify it. So yeah.
Yeah.
Especially that Ninja Turtle.
I love the voice you do for Montier, also.
Yeah, it's great.
MVP.
Dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
Oh my god.
Oh, oh god. Oh no. Now you got me thinking of like doing like an Asian inspired cover of that intro for the all Kroot fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle session.
Mhm.
Oh boy.
It'd be great.
All right.
And then you have
Well,
a space cave-in for Master Splinter. Done.
perfect. Perfect. Okay, everybody. We're going to take a little 15-minute. When we come back, you guys will see what happens as they go into the depths of the vessel. And just a reminder, please make sure that if you are able to, follow and engage with all of these wonderful people who are involved in the project. I'd really, really appreciate that. And eventually, the previous sessions will be up on Effie's YouTube channel there as well, so you can watch all of Effie's tabletop roleplay broadcast shenanigans on her YouTube channel and follow that. So, but for now, love you all out there. We'll see you soon.
We love you.
I'll be right back.
Love you guys. See you in about 15 minutes.